Shoot. Hi, I'm the Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC. I came to the woods on Sunday. I couldn't leave. I just couldn't leave. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I love it out here that much that I thought I would do my second piece of content for this week out here in the woods, in nature. I love it. Can't get enough of it. In fact, I've hugged a lot of the trees in this wood. A lot of them. We keep it a secret, you know? What happens in these woods stays in these woods. But there's been a lot of tree loving in these woods. But today, no, we are not here to look at trees. Today we are here to look at the CRKT Dually. This is a funky little knife. Funky, yeah, so I'm showing my age with that one. But as far as knives are concerned, this is one of those really small, pocketable, dare I say it, fun knives? Knives shouldn't be fun, although I find a lot of pleasure from knives, but are they fun? This is a fun knife. I got this here in the UK from Heinz Haynes, and I really do like it. I think it's a great little knife, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it. So on a previous knife video that I looked at, I referred to a knife as a barbecue summery style knife. This is another barbecue-y summery style knife, which I'll go into a little bit more. I'll change the camera around so we can have a little bit more information on this. In the meantime, while I'm doing that, feel free to like this video, feel free to subscribe, and let's have a closer look at this. The Dually CRKT Dually with a D, not a J, because that would be Julie. Okay, so here we have the Dually. On this side, hopefully in the sun there, you can see on the blade itself it says this is made by CRKT. On the reverse side in here, this says that it is the Dually and it is designed by Richard Rogers. As far as measurements are concerned, from the tip all the way to the butt here. Now this isn't an extended tang, so as you'll see when this closes, the tang is just here. But measurements wise, it measures in total length at 12.2 centimeters. When it's closed, it then drops down to a very pocketable 8.9 centimeters. The blade itself, when it's open, is only 4.4 centimeters. So as far as if you're concerned whether or not this is a UK legal knife that you can carry, it does not lock. There is no mechanism that locks this in place. There are only detents that hold the knife in position, but you don't need to unlock it to be able to close it. And it is under 76.4 millimeters, so 4.4 centimeters is really within that sweet spot, so it's nice and good for that. The grind on the knife is a hollow grind. It's a reasonably flat hollow grind, but it's definitely a hollow grind. Because of the small size of the blade itself, it comes in at only 48 grams. A couple of other things to note, which I've kind of already alluded to, is the fact that here, when it is closed, so here is open, here is closed. The tang, so this would, I suppose, more closely resemble a friction folder, in that generally, you know, they have that extended tang that helps them to open. But there are two detents in there, ball detents that keep it open. I'm kind of waffling here, sorry about that. But on the rear side, or on the way that the tang is being used, the dual nature of this instrument is that you have a bottle opener that works perfectly for opening bottles. On here, hopefully you can see, so we've got the pivot pin here. On the back, you then have another two pins which keep it together. On the reverse side, there is a pocket clip. Now, without this spacer here, it would be deep carry, but this kind of really does pop up. So there's there's no real way that you can call this deep carry with this extended spacer, but if you wanted to, there are the pins in there so that you can remove this if needs be. It definitely makes it a little bit more flush in the pocket. The spacer here where it's been extended, you'll be able to see that there is a large loop in there so that you can pass a lanyard through that. The actual finish on the knife is a really nice satin finish. The blade thickness is 2.3 millimeters, and there is a little bit of jimping on there. I don't really think this is a kind of knife that you're going to be doing a lot of heavy work with. As far as knives are concerned, this really is that EDC everyday use kind of small knife. You're not really going to be doing a lot of hard duties with this. If you wanted to, I'm sure you probably could sharpen a pencil or make an arrow tip from a piece of wood maybe, but it's not really that style of knife. Now the perfect knife to compare the Dually to would be to the Kershaw pub knife. So putting the two together, you can see that they are a similar size and similar functions on here. So you have an area here that you can attach a lanyard to if you wanted to. Here at the top, they both have dual function in the fact that the tang is extended out and you can open bottles with it. The pub folds open and you have a small knife section there, and then the Dually folds open and you have a small knife section there as well. Both two very similar knives, similar in price as well, similar in function. One of the things that I mentioned, especially when I reviewed the Kershaw, and people were like, there's no such thing, that's a bizarre subcategory of knives that you've just invented there, Moorlander. And hey, I invented it, so it must work. But what I refer to this as is that perfect summer style barbecue knife. You know, you've got your buds round, you're all having a drink, you're opening bottles up, you're throwing some more steaks on the barbecue, you're opening packs of charcoal. So, and this again, for me, the Dually is that perfect barbecue summer fun knife. You've got everything that you need there to be able to be opening beers. If you, again, you know, you need to open some more wood, you need to do whatever, you need some more firelighters, you can open them with this. And again, like I say, it's just that, for me, this screams of those back garden parties, barbecues, summer. For me, it's just that perfect barbecue summer fun knife. Some of the other differences mainly between the two is with the pub. So the pub itself, sorry, trying to be able to do this in reverse in the camera. The pub has a metal liner scale here, whereas the Dually has this really nice scale on there. Hopefully you can see that, but it's like a fish scale, but it is double-sided with G10, and then there are metal liners on the inside. It gives it a nice weight, but because you've got the mix of metal and G10 there, you've got a nice rigidity to it as well. So the Dually itself is a great little knife. It fits perfectly in the pocket. Also, because of that bottle opener on the end, it generally comes across as a very inoffensive looking knife. You could pull this out, you have your keys attached to the end, and people really wouldn't think that it's this horrible stabby, cutty knife, which it isn't, by the way. You know, it's perfectly legal. It's a nice knife, which you would probably like, but it's very inoffensive looking. That dual nature of it with the bottle opener on the end almost gives it like a chameleon style quality, in the fact that it doesn't look like a knife. It just looks like that little pocket tool that you've got attached to your keys if you wanted to use it that way. Do I like this? Yes, I do. I think it's a great knife. I said it before, I'll say it again, but it's just got that fun, summery barbecue, opening beers, opening steaks, opening wood, charcoal to put on the fire, that kind of vibe to it, which, again, you know, it just makes it a very fun little knife. I'll leave some links in the description below so that you can have a look a little bit more at this. Links to CRKT's website as well, and social media feeds. I'll also leave some of my links for my social media feeds in the description below as well, so you can check those out. If you've enjoyed this video today, then please hit that like button. That would be awesome. If you'd like to subscribe so you can see more content in the future as well, that would be great. Please hit that subscribe and share. You know, I'm trying to get more people to share my content. If you could share this, that would be great. It certainly helps with the YouTube algorithm. You know the deal. So for now, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.